What impressions of Matt LaFleur do you take away? What impact is he having on you guys right now?
A completely new vibe. I mean, it's been real positive. A lot of good feedback that I've had from other guys. It's, like I said, it's been a complete switch up from the past as far as just his approach is real hands-on. And, he cares a lot about the guys and cares a lot about the way that this offense moves. So a lot of intricacies within the offense. So you've seen him. I know you guys mentioned him coming up and talking to me after routes and different things like that. A lot of it is not necessarily corrections, but him wanting to just get some feedback and see how I felt about something or why I ran a route a certain way, so we can kind of get that cohesion and get a good understanding for one another.
So you got about a month on the field. How much thinking is still going on how he wants it done?
I mean, quite a bit. I mean, we got a lot of guys who, I mean, between him, Aaron, and I, it's a lot of things going on in our heads as far as how we see things. And obviously, me and Aaron communicate a lot, but having him want to be a part of that a lot is we don't always see eye to eye perfectly on things, but I mean, it just adds and makes it a little bit more challenging for us. But it's just all to reach that common goal of us seeing everything the same way. So at least if I go out there and run a certain route, he'll know why and know what I was thinking.
What have you noticed about the way Matt and Aaron have sort of worked together and kind of built their relationship?
I mean, I don't see everything, but just from what I have seen, it seems like they're working to get, like I said, on that same page, and it's been pretty good as far as what I've seen in meeting rooms and team meetings or whatever it is, just how they communicate to one another. Matt's really open, so it helps with a guy like Aaron, who obviously has been doing things a certain way for a really long time. So it helps with us be able to carry over some things the way we did before. So, like I said, that's a big thing, just being open and communicating. And that's two things that he kind of preaches a lot.
Why are you so down on your jump shot?
They're clowns, man. They couldn't wait for me to get up there and not perform the way that I was supposed to. But they root for the underdog. I went up there cocky at first. I had a coffee in one hand, and then Jimmy made me put it down. Didn't get a warm-up shot, so a little low roof in there too. So give me on a regulation hoop, and I don't think that they'll be talking much.
When you mentioned there's some sluggishness with the 2-minute drill. Is that something you guys want to keep as we head towards training camp with hopefully slugging and stuff like that?
I mean, we got a lot of time until it really matters, so it's a totally new way that we're functioning in 2 minutes as far as some things that I can't quite share, but we got a new twist on it, so it's going to take a little bit of practice, and I think that once we all work in it and get used to it the way that Matt's used to it, and obviously he's been in offenses where about even week one, I mean, let alone later on in the year where you start to gel and everything is kind of seamless. I think that's what you guys are used to seeing from us in the 2-minute situations in games, but we'll get there, so we got plenty of time.
So last year Jordy was gone, this year Randall's gone. As far as your leadership, is that a natural thing, or do you have to kind of push yourself to do that?
No, I mean, that's just a trait that I have. I feel like I've always been a leader. Obviously, you come in and you're not quite as vocal when you're a younger player, just because that's just how it goes. Coming into you're a small fish in a big pond again, and you kind of want to let the guys, the Jordy and Randalls, those James Jones, those type of guys take the leadership, the brunt of the leadership role, and don't step on any toes. But now that obviously I'm the clear-cut oldest guy in the room, it's just natural, and these guys definitely look up to me, and they value my opinion on different things. So I try to lead by example first and foremost, and then if they need that vocal leadership, then that's when I step in with that.
Devontae Jake is getting some praise the last couple of days. Words like consistent, reliable, in the right place, right time. Are we seeing a guy that now believes he belongs in this league? Is that some of the progression in his game now that he's finally found a home together?
Yeah, 100%. I think Jake he's shown it for a while. You saw it a lot of it in preseason. He's made some big plays, the splash plays, but you see those all the time. But he's a guy that, like you said, every day, we never have to tell him how to work. He sees, he comes in, and it reminds me, kind of how I came in, and I was just, I see the way that they finish in the end zone. He doesn't need to be told to finish in the end zone. He sees that, and he's going to go just as hard as the top guy, if not harder. So that makes it easy for, like he was talking about, that leadership role for me So, you know, it makes my job a hell of a lot easier. And then he asks a lot of questions, so you can tell he's starting to come into his own. And obviously, with everybody learning the offense at the same pace right now, it kind of levels out the playing field a little bit more. So you can definitely see that confidence, and we've always seen the ability.
Where is Marquez taking that next step?
Marquez.
Marquez, sorry.
Yeah.
MVS.
Yeah. Say that again. You
Where
said
is he taking the next step? Where is his game?
I think that this offense is really catered for a guy like him. I think that it's, you know, he's seeing that and he's recognizing we've had conversations about it, and I think that he's really starting to understand how this thing works. He's coming and he's had some, you know, he's made some plays, and I think that, you know, with young guys, it's harder to know exactly how to deal with that early success, but he's doing a great job with it right now. I saw the way he kind of hit it in the offseason, and, you know, from videos and just our communication that he's taking it real serious right now.